Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the NEPA TV show. We are doing a SC2 casting. That's right. This is game number 3 between TY and Ragnarok. And whoever wins this game moves on to the next part of the ESL. So let's go and get right into it. The map is unknown. And in the top left is Ragnarok as the red Zerg. And in the bottom right, we have Blue Terran. His name is TY from Korea. I'm not sure if Ragnarok is from Korea as well, but yeah, maybe I'll do research after this. Who knows? So yeah, it is a TvZ matchup. And we have TY going for that standard barracks. He is going to put in an add-on there, so we may see that reactor play that we saw in the first game, or even the second game. I don't think I was paying attention to if he was having a reactor on that initial barracks. But it no matter because... Anyways, Overlord's being sent out from Ragnarok, and we have some spawning pool action going on here. So... really liking that second game that TY changed things up a little bit with that initial Reaper. It definitely did thwart the third base of Ragnarok, or delay it for quite some time, actually forcing him to expand to a third base in probably not an ideal location. And then subsequently TY went for his typical aggressive Hellion play, and I think that lit a fuse in Ragnarok to just basically batten down the hatches, and not really batten down the hatches, like throw everything down and just charge at his enemy like a chicken with his head cut off. And that was pretty cool to see. Probably not chicken with his head cut off. That makes him sound reckless. Obviously, I believe it was a calculated assault, but I think it's a funny visual, so I'm sticking with it. Natural base going down for TY, and we do see that Reaper play coming out from TY again. He saw that it was effective last game. So we shall see if it is effective this game. We have a factory going down for TY, and a Marine going out as well. Gonna take care of some overload here, I'm sure. Zerglings are out for Ragnarok. We do now see a complete wall at this point. Zerglings are probably going to do harass to TY's command center at this time. It is going to delay the command center being built, which is actually pretty huge, buying a lot of time. It's actually keeping the Reaper back at the main base as well. So even though Ragnarok is going to probably lose all of these Zerglings, that was a pretty it didn't happen for any other reason, or it definitely was. It did have some value behind it. We see TY switching his structures. We got a factory on the reactor. We're going to see some more Hellion play, as well as the starport being built at this time. And SCV did go down here. Where is that Reaper? He is right here. He's heading on over to the other side. Third base is going down for Ragnarok at this time. So that is pretty nice. No Reaper to stop that, since the Zerglings bought Ragnarok some time to take care of that. Reaper is going on the outside, and it's going to be thwarted by the Queens. We actually see a Roach Warren from Ragnarok. Interesting. Completely changing his first 2 games kind of styles. And he's just changing things up. He's going for the Roaches. Now, does the Reaper see? Oh, the Reaper is so low. 4 HP. Oh, man. You could just breathe on him and he would die. That is how low he is. But now that he's taking his inbuilt Drugas, he will be nice and healed for the next assault. We do see 2 Hellions coming out for TY from that reactor factory. We're going to see probably some kind of double-pronged or single-pronged attack here. And TY is just going to attack the third base with the Hellions, and they're going to be thwarted by the Queens. Reaper is going up the ramp, and this Reaper is going to die. No drugs can help you there, my guy. All right. We have a Marine that's on patrol here, and we do see the classic TY wall off, probably with the bulge, which would be pretty cool to see, I believe. And we have 18 Zerglings on the field, so I'm thinking Ragnarok is going for some kind of aggressive play at this time. I thought he was going to be a little more conservative with the Roaches, but I think he is going for full-on assault. He's got 16 links, and they do have speed, so We'll see what happens. But a Banshee is out for TY. He does see the roaches, and TY is actually focus firing on the roaches, which is pretty big because these roaches aren't really doing anything. They just kind of die for no reason. They did some damage to the Hellions. I'll give them that. But that Banshee was kind of a nasty surprise for Ragnarok. Do we see spores in the bases? We do not see any spores at all. So this is pretty much kind of an all-in-ish kind of thing here. Or maybe it's not. We do see 3 spores, so I don't know. We'll see. I think Ragnarok was banking on trying to do something aggressive with the roaches and zerglings, but I think at this time he is just going, ugh, gosh. That zergling has had better days. Luckily, he did not feel a thing with that siege tank. But no, I think Ragnarok's just gonna play this out. He is getting a lair. He's teching up. He's getting saturation on his 3rd base. And TY is sort of chilling. He has that siege tank here. And he does have some barracks going down. He has a starport with a reactor as well. Siege tank is... TY is taking care of this debris here. Provide more surface area for his troops. And we do see a Banshee on patrol, surprisingly. Not engaging the Zerg or harassing. It did do a good job. I mean, the Banshee did do a great job with the roaches, though, for sure. You see 2 extractors going down. Not really relevant information. I feel like Ragnarok should get a 4th at this time. He is doing pretty good in supply. We do have combat shield going down for TY. And we actually have missile upgrades and carapace going down for Ragnarok, so I think Ragnarok is definitely committing to this ranged kind of combination. Zerglings are moving out. I believe that they are just going to... Ooh, thanks. Alright. I thought he was just going to check for outlier bases from TY, but TY is nice and dug in, so this is looking good. And that production tab is getting mighty long. It's actually touching the nameplates. Very nice. There's some Ravagers going down here. And we'll see what Ragnarok does. He is actually getting a Baneling Nest at this time, too. Which is really interesting. I feel like... Wouldn't he go Lurkers or Hydralisk at this point? I'm actually not sure. He is definitely committing to a lot of roaches to kind of thwart the force. The problem with the roaches is, my concern is mobility, because TY... as we know, is known for those multi-pronged medevac attacks, but he is going to the main base. Zerglings do preemptively end up trying to thwart that force for sure. We have another medevac down here that's going to go for the projected 4th base of Ragnarok, and it will complete by the time the medevac does get there, if it gets there at this point. Creep Tumor does see... Oh, doesn't see the map. Wow, wow, okay, cool. Oh, my Diva announcer pack has played this. Okay. My bad, guys. Oh, man. Unless you like that kind of thing, you sickos. What the heck? Oh, man. Oversight. So it seems like every detection unit has that kind of ability now. Marines are moving in to take care of some of the drones. They do a decent amount of damage. They don't kill a lot of the drones, at least. They kill 2. And Ragnarok is forced to have to go back and forth. Queen is focus firing, and TY does have to pull out of there. At this point, we do see kind of a large force from TY going to attack from up this yonder direction. That was correct. Anyways, we have Hellions coming at the front. I believe they will be transformed into Hellbats once they get on that creep. Nope. All right, roaches are going in. Some caustic acid here. I think that's what it's called. Corrosive acid, corrosive bile. Corrosive bile going down. Siege tank is planted, and this is going to be kind of a tough position to break for Ragnarok. He's going to have to be patient for sure. All we see are roaches and ravagers. Probably not an ideal comp versus this force, and we see 20 zerglings on the way. We have a freaking hive on the way and a hydra den as well. Comset goes down on the 3rd base of Ragnarok. Caustic bile does destroy some of the marines. Hellbat is moving up to take care of some of the creep tumors, and the Banshee is actually in the fight too. No cloak, but that's okay. And oh wow, that was really cool. Oh dang, I thought that was gonna hit. Anyways, siege tanks are still in place, and Ragnarok is getting a little antsy, but it's not too bad. Very nice job on splitting up his forces. That is good to see. because TY, as you saw, went up here with his medevacs. And TY is just in a pretty good position thwarting off this force. It's definitely not an ideal position to be in as a Zerg player. Overseer does go down. Siege tanks are being placed right over the Banelings, which are getting focused by the Siege tanks. And it looks like Ragnarok is going to go in. He does not care. Lots of Roaches and Ravagers. Banelings are going in, but they are kind of obstructed from the Ravagers. Oh, gosh. But they are doing their thing. And, unfortunately, a majority of Ragnarok's forces did die. The creep spread, or the fighting off a creep is definitely not ideal most of the time, but there are exceptions, obviously. But Corrosive Bile is doing some damage on the Bile Force of TY. Do we see any extra attack? No, we don't. Back to the fight. Corrosive Biles are going down. Does damage the medevacs, and Ragnarok is holding on. He needs to pull back here. These siege tanks are in a really good position. Just kind of trade smartly, which it looks like he is doing to the best of his ability. He's in a very, very sticky situation. We got missile attack level 2 on the way. We got more Roaches, so Ragnarok is definitely committed to these Roaches, and we do see medevacs going into the main base, and there are no defenses at all for Ragnarok, so this could prove very detrimental if he does not react accordingly. He is splitting up his forces, and he is going to stop it, so he did react in time. That is really nice to see. And is there some other attack over here? No, medevacs are pulling back. I don't know. I'm not sure why he's pulling back over here. That's okay, I guess. Third does go down. It was building a queen, so he did lose money there. Spore Crawler doing work on that. Oh, was doing work. And Ragnarok is going to go in, and he's going to immediately pull out. He's being pretty smart. He's being very patient. I am enjoying this quite a bit. I know I sound kind of biased, but it's nice to see. TY is obviously a really strong player, and he's performing very well as well. You know, with his siege tank placement, his constant multi-pronged attacks. Both these players are solid. Don't get that mistaken at all. And it looks like TY is going to take a different route. He's going to the bottom side. And the creep spread is making its way down. Obviously, there will be a comsat, and that will be taken care of pretty shortly here. Baneling is being marked right there, interestingly enough. And we do see a spine crawler going down for Ragnarok. Do we see a multi-pronged attack? No, but we do see a liberator up here. At this point, I'm just kind of expecting this attack from another angle. Liberator is down up there. We're not going to focus on that because Ragnarok is going down. Will the Banglings connect on the Bioforce? They do decent connections, but not good enough, and the Roach Ravager count is starting to get pretty low. Lings are also on the way, and at this point, yeah, it looks like this base is probably going to die for Ragnarok, and then we also see an attack up here at the top side. So if Ragnarok commits everything here, he is killing the siege tanks over here, but he's got to watch out for this force over here. That is just that is what TY does, and this this base over here is going to probably get canceled at this point. Does not, flat out gets killed, and TY is going to pull back. Medevac's going into the main base, and it has a Marauder in it, surprisingly. Marauders are obviously, no, sorry, siege tank is in there, but Marauders are there too. We do have a siege tank moving in with the medevacs, and these are probably going to be picked up, and TY is going to leave. At the same time, TY is going to attack over here at the bottom side. Lurkers are down, but are they burrowed? It doesn't matter because there's a concept. Do they do enough damage before they die? We shall see. And at the same time, TY is getting another base. Those Ragnarok, the Lurkers do die except for this singular one. Ragnarok is barely holding on, though. He has some forces. He's got 10 Lings, he's got some Hydras, he's got some of the upgrades, and that is game from Ragnarok. And I believe at this time, he is out of the series. If I do know tournament rules, I might not. But no, Ragnarok, he put up a good fight. Definitely was kind of learning from the challenges he was facing in the other two games. Same with TY, I'm sure, but I feel like TY was pretty strong overall in this series. And speaking of the series, I want to thank you all for watching it, and I'll see you in the next series. Goodbye, y'all. Peace.